Do you like the fishtails? That's what we're about to answer as we play fishtails here at Papa. I'm Bowen, and I'd like to tell you a little bit about the game before we start. Fishtails has an obvious feature right in the center of the game called the boat. Then there's two ramps, the port ramp on the left and the starboard ramp on the right. Shooting each ramp advances these little fish here in the back. 6 fish light a monster fish in the left spinner. So we'll try to tackle that at least once or twice during the game. The other major feature is the Castor's Club, which is on the right side. Shooting a Castor's Club at the beginning of the game will open it up, and then shooting it 3 more times will lock balls to start multi-ball. So as we play through the game, we'll tackle those 2 major objectives, and I'll talk to you a little bit more about the strategy and about some of my experiences playing fishtails prior to playing it right now. Alright, let's see about putting up a good score on fishtails. There are 2 main goals in the game. The first is the Castor's Club, which serves as the lock. It is accessible from the left flipper, and it's in the upper right-hand corner of the game. You have to hit the drop target that protects the Castor's Club right from the beginning, as you see a 2 warning save. And that ball screams right back at you, so you're very likely to drain going for Castor's Club. A lot of players don't try for Castor's Club at all when playing in competition because of the relative danger of trying to shoot it and earning the awards, instead concentrating on the other strategy, which is the boat and the ramps there. The boat ramps allow you to go back and forth from the left ramp and the right ramp. You saw me make a left ramp there just as sort of flip through. And there's just a lucky bounce into the lock there. Did not intend that shot, but I'll take it. 3 locks will start multi-ball. Now let's talk about the boat ramp for a little while. The boat ramp is a left ramp and a right ramp. And if you can alternate these shots and make 6 of them, you'll light the monster fish at the left spinner. You want the right ramp to be the last one you make, because then the spinner will be lit for full value and you can crank it through immediately. It is possible to backhand the spinner, and once you collect the value of the monster fish, the next one will be 10 million higher. So, not a great score there for ball 1, but some of the things have been set up, which is 1 collection on the monster fish. The next monster should be 30, and Castor's Club is ready for multi-ball. So let's talk about what that multi-ball entails. That multi-ball involves 3 balls, and the jackpot is collected by first locking a ball into the Castor's Club again, then shooting the left spinner. So all the shots that you're already making to start the multi-ball, that shot is also the jackpot light shot. And then the spinner, which is the same shot that collected the monster fish, is the collect jackpot shot. Pretty bad shooting there not to get that lock. Come on, get in there. There we go. During multi-ball again, we're going to shoot that Castor's Club 1 more time to light jackpot, then shoot the spinner. There is a double jackpot available if you can put a second ball into the Castor's Club, but overall I don't recommend trying for that because it's too difficult. And there is one objective here, which is to get 3 jackpots and get some supers. So we want to get a ball into there as quickly as possible, and unfortunately, as you saw there, multi-ball in fishtails frequently just flames out with nothing on the board. So this is the big reason why when you see competition players play fishtails, they go right for these ramps. They go left ramp, left ramp, and they're basically just trying to solidify a good score. By shooting these ramps, we're going to get the second monster fish eventually, and regardless of how we play, progress is carried over. So there's 3 ramps, 4 ramps, and I'm working my way towards the 30 million monster fish. Oh, it's lit now. Okay, I must have miscounted there. Well, anyway, there's the monster fish, and you can see that this is a much safer strategy than trying to play for multi-ball. By playing for multi-ball, you have the opportunity at larger scores, but you can just as easily fail in the multi-ball or not even get to the multi-ball at all and end up with a really poor score. So by completing 2 monster fish, I'm locked into about a 85 million score here, which, you know, in a competition, depending on who you're playing against and how you're doing, there's a nice live catch there, may or may not be enough to win the contest. On the other hand, going for captive ball, Castor's Club, is more fun and interesting. You can collect bonuses called fast cast by putting in a Castor's Club immediately on a plunge. So the game is encouraging you to try and pop the ball into Castor's Club immediately after getting it. A couple other things to talk about. One is the fish collection. Once you collect fish, you can shoot the Stretch the Truth to earn a bonus of up to 5 million. There was a 3 million bonus. And by collecting 4 fish, you'll start a special round called Fish Frenzy, which can be worth a total of 35 million. Feeding Frenzy, sorry. So there's Feeding Frenzy now. During Feeding Frenzy, the shots are lit, the loops and the ramps. Each shot is 5 million until the final shot is worth 20 million. So it is worth going for if you happen to start Feeding Frenzy. You also saw there a common tactic, which is not flipping when the ball comes to you. And there's multi-ball. Feeding Frenzy will carry over into the multi-ball. There's 1 shot more to make the right loop. It's worth 20 million right now. So I am going to try to collect that. Last purple fish scores 20 million as the game is telling me. Meanwhile, the jackpot is also 20 million. So you can argue here and say, well, why would I even bother doing anything else but playing for... why would I bother playing for multi-ball when all these other opportunities are there for points? And the Fish Frenzy is still going. Jackpot is lit. Let's plug that in. That first jackpot is 20 million, just as much as that Fish Frenzy point is, Feeding Frenzy point. I think Feeding Frenzy is over. I did not collect the 20 million. Let's get in there and get the second jackpot. And just a pause here to appreciate the musical talents of Chris Granner. And each of the jackpot levels has a completely different tune. We're going to try to get the second jackpot, put this ball in the left flipper into the lock. Brick. Try to recover. Notice I'm not using the ball in the right flipper at all here. I'm just waiting it out. And unfortunately, if I knew what that was going to happen a little faster, I could have used the other ball as a collision point. Instead, we're stuck. We're back to regular ball, single ball play. And I can try to bash out another monster fish. The third monster fish is worth 40 million. And just a bad missed shot there caused an instant drain. Fishtails flippers are a 1/4 inch shorter than other flippers. They're sometimes called lightning flippers. And lightning flippers seem to be invented by Williams as a way of making the game more challenging. Oh, that's rough, getting a fast cast and having a drain. So, a decent game, not a great game there. Let's see if we can play it again.